Hi, I am Anaya and I am 15 years old. I was a GC student in the 2016-2017 school year, and my class focused on drug prevention programs in Oakland City schools. After that, I started serving on GC's Student Leadership Board in 2017, and I am now the board chair. Civics education is important to me because with it, us youth can learn to take proper action to become change makers and not only advocate for our community, but also better our society. I'm worried about civic education though. Can you name all three branches of government? If you can, you're in the minority in this country. Only 1/3 of all Americans can name all three. What about your US Senator? Can you name them? Could your students name theirs? 77% of Americans 18 through 34 can name one US Senator representing their home state. Let's talk about voting. Do you vote? Well, only 8% of 18 through 24-year-olds voted in the 2014 midterm elections, the lowest young adult turnout ever measured. You start to understand why this might be the case when you learn that only 33% of Americans born after 1980 consider it essential to live in a democracy, and 24% consider democracy a bad or very bad way to govern a country. Well, we're seeing in turn is that young people are turning away from the political process. Though 64% of millennials say it's a priority for them to make the world a better place, only 20% trust the federal government to do what is right. Those are some hard numbers to swallow. There are many reasons why for the lack of informed youth political engagement and belief in democracy. One of the biggest reasons is the failure of our nation's schools to achieve one of their founding purposes: educating young people to be engaged, informed, and responsible citizens. It didn't used to be like this. Until the 1960s, 3 separate courses on American government were common in U.S. high schools. Today, if civic education does still exist at a school, it is most often deals solely with rote historical and governmental knowledge. What's more, the civic engagement gap has worsened, with the low-income communities less likely to receive effective civic education experience. As a result, young people are rapidly divorcing from the political process altogether. They're not the only ones not participating. In the last presidential election, if did not vote had been a candidate, it would have won the election with 471 electoral votes. I think we can all agree that this is a real crisis, and a continuous crisis at that. When people don't participate in the process, then the government doesn't respond to their needs, which means the services aren't provided to them, and those populations end up feeling disenfranchised and deprioritized. People who feel disenfranchised and are deprioritized don't participate until the cycle continues. A democracy is built on the idea of hearing from everyone. It seems there is plenty of evidence that civic education is not only a necessity, but needs an update as well.